Honorable Minister, I was going to ask you about the cultural angle that you looked at, the issue of the migration from. But I think, as you said, it's already controversial, so we can leave that. But I'd like you to talk to us about something that I think would be a lot more productive. As at 2021, the federal government, under the Buhari administration, from a statement released by the vice president at the time, says Nigeria could be making $1 billion annually from the leather and leather products sector of the livestock industry in Nigeria. Is it still feasible?
Thank you, Ayo, and good morning. I think it's that 2021, yeah, that was feasible. And in fact, the prospects are brighter now that the ministry has been created, and that the way we are looking at the leather industry is one, that for you to optimize on skin collection, you need a central animal processing unit. And what I mean by this is to make sure that all slaughter processes are done at designated areas that are called abattoirs. And these are modern, they are hygienic, they have the operational standards that assures all meat eaters in this country of hygienic meat under control conditions. And when you do that, all the byproducts from the slaughtered animals are now aggregated, including the hide and skin you are talking about. Yes, you can only do that when you have this controlled environment. But of course, in the villages and countryside, you need to also create what we call SCCs, skin collection centers. And that will involve getting young boys and girls who are now brought into the ecosystem to go around and collect all hides and skins that are processed in the countryside and then aggregated at centers. And that can finally be collected and be semi-processed, value can be added, and then you can now talk about the quantum of money that Mr. President talked about. By our estimation, that industry can employ almost 700,000 Nigerians, and by value, our order of estimation about 23 billion naira. Now, we are not there yet because of certain incidences. Number one, if I tell you now, we are eating shoes, we are eating bags, we are eating belts, etc., etc. Somebody begin to wonder, why do you say I'm eating my shoes? I'm eating my bags, I'm eating my belts. Of course, these are hides and skins that we are eating. And these are the raw materials for making shoes, bags, and belts.
You're actually,
so practically yeah, that postulation is there. That postulation is there.
My apologies for.
But again, if you look at other processes, just hold on, Mr. Ayo, just hold on.
Okay.
Just look at another practice that we do. That because we love to eat meat with the skin attached to it, you slaughter an animal, you take kerosene or spent engine oil, you pour on top of that animal, you put fire on it. After about 15-20 minutes, the fire dozes out, and you begin to scrape the hair because you want to eat your meat with skin attached to it. Now, that skin that you talked about $1 billion, is no longer there. It's not part of that calculation because we are eating it. Now, once you do that practice of making bonfire out of that slaughtered animal without being processed yet, you are putting kerosene. Kerosene comes from crude oil, and when you put fire onto it, it ingresses into the meat. And what you are doing today has serious health hazards if you insist on eating that meat in that fashion.